And on the topic of New Year's Eve, let's toss things over to meteorologist Terry DeVore, who sees a lot that's going on out there and showing us how we will be seeing things shape up for the big night. I'm assuming wet, right?
Well, in white, we have a changeover in the, I know, can you believe it?
I'm so used to just seeing rain now.
Exactly.
That's a real big surprise.
Yeah,
all right,
we're actually having to fire up the color palette on the radar scan for the beginning of 2025 because it's not just going to be green. How about that?
I'm shocked.
I know. I think a lot of us are super shocked about that just because it's been such a topsy-turvy month of December so far. Still looking at dry conditions now in downtown Holland and in downtown Grand Rapids. But as we look out the satellite radar composite, you can see some wet weather is starting to migrate northward. Heaviest rain currently is located from Kalamazoo down through Dowagiac, southern Berrien County over toward Three Rivers, and this entire area is going to continue to expand off to the north. We made it into the low 50s yesterday, the warmest day that we've had in December, and probably the warmest day we're going to have for at least the next several weeks, as we've got sharply colder air that will be wrapping in. Temperatures today still in the low 40s. Will be in the upper 30s for highs here as we head through the day tomorrow. And we will be looking at temperatures that will still be a little above average for New Year's Eve day, but the weather pattern is really getting set to shift. So far this month, you can see we've had 12 days with above average temperatures, and we're about to change the calendar and change air masses completely. So we will start to look at a more wintry weather pattern developing starting Wednesday, and that's going to take us right through at least the first couple of weeks of January. So widespread rain today. That's the big story for your Sunday. A soggy day with rain from start to finish. We dry out for tomorrow with partial sunshine, and then again as we head into late Tuesday and Wednesday, that's when that changeover is going to occur in air masses. Currently we're in the upper 30s to low 40s outside. You see a lot of cold air that eventually is going to make it into West Michigan. That is banked in off to the north, but so far we've been looking to our south, and that's the air mass we're still tapping because of a low pressure center that is circulating around, now located in southern Indiana. So as we expand the view for you, not only are we looking at this wet weather building into the Great Lakes region, a lot of stormy weather on the map nationally. We've been hearing a lot about travel disruptions. We had 2 fatalities with this line of storms that rolled through the southern Gulf Coast states late last night into the early morning hours, and this entire area of active weather is going to continue to move eastward. As a result, that active weather around Atlanta, that could cause some flight disruptions. So if you're traveling by air today, something certainly to consider. Out across the western U.S. from Northern California to Oregon and Washington State, it is windy and wet. And then, of course, mountain snows with winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings across Montana and Wyoming. Close to home, again, just some rain for us today. Computer models trying to indicate we could see a little bit of a slushy mixture of rain and wet snowflakes on the backside of the system just after sunset this evening. I don't think that's the most likely scenario, and if a few snowflakes do mix in, the ground is certainly warm enough that we won't have to worry about any slippery travel. In fact, tomorrow looks like a delightful day with high temps in the low 40s and a mixture of clouds and sunshine. Here comes Tuesday. New Year's Eve could be looking at a wintry mixture of precip, but the amounts should be light, heaviest of that tracking to the south of Grand Rapids. And then as we expand that super 7-day planner, you'll see that New Year's Day does start out with highs only in the low 30s and scattered lake effect snow showers, even colder air wrapping in for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And that's the beginning of that pattern that takes us all the way into at least the second week of January. A lot of cold air from the central to eastern United States, while the warm air starts to build out west.